welcome everyone. I'm Flavia, your DCC, and today I'm here with Kasia, who's going to be answering some of your questions.
Hi, I'm Kasia. I'm the Director of Admissions in the Maths Department, and I'm here to answer various questions about the application process and the degree itself.
Lovely. Should we get into it then?
Absolutely.
Okay, so the first question is, what do you look for in an applicant?
Oh, above all, passion for mathematics, enthusiasm. You have to love maths, really. In terms of practical things, we want A level in mathematics. So that's a requirement for application.
Perfect. What is your favorite part of campus?
Ooh, it's so many. It's a very nice place, very green and a lot of nature. I think my favorite part is around the department. Actually, there is a place to sit down close to the lake, and you can have a great view of the lake. There are some benches you can sit down, work, or just chill. So that would be my favorite part.
It is really nice doing work in there. I always go there, and I always find it so motivating, the fresh air and everything.
Yeah, and you see people going back and forth, and
Yeah, definitely.
Very lively, very nice.
If someone's not studying further maths, would that impact them?
Not really. So the first year is actually meant to revise things done in A levels that are relevant. So if you haven't done further maths, then you will have to put a bit more work during the first year, because some people would have done this before. But after the first year, you are level with everybody else. So not really. And also first year doesn't really count towards your degree later on. And after that, there is no difference between people who did and didn't do further maths.
Yeah, I would agree with that as well, because I didn't do further maths. And I remember in the first year, there were a couple of things that overlap, but you just relearned them. So if anything, it's good that you didn't do it sometimes, because you're learning it the way that the university teaches you.
Yeah, that's another thing, that it's a bit different the way we do things at the university level. So yeah, you will have to readjust a bit anyway.
If I have circumstances that hindered my results, what do I do?
Oh, there is a place you can go to. There is a link on our website where you can fill out a form and tell us about your circumstances, and we are going to take it into account during the A-level results day. So if there is something you want to tell us, fill out the form and we will take it into account.
Perfect. If I've started my program and I want to change, what do I do?
Just get in touch. So let us know. Then we shall see if we can transfer you to another program. One easy thing to do is to change between the 3-year and 4-year course, actually. So if you start on BSc and want to transfer to a math, then this can be done even after the second year, also the other way around. So these two are very flexible, so you can change in between those. In other cases, we have to look into this.
What opportunities will a maths degree give me?
Oh, a lot. It's a great degree. It's very diverse. there is a lot of things you can do with a maths degree, and employers are really happy to look for mathematicians, look for people with this kind of problem solving and this kind of way of thinking about problems in a mathematical way, in a very organized way. So in terms of jobs that people do, many people go into finance, many people go into teaching, so you can do further study in teaching and teach maths at various levels. People also go into further study, so they do master's or PhD afterwards. In statistics, you can work as a statistician, you can do various modeling as well, you can work in pensions. There is a lot of options all across the board. Also, you get some programming training, so you can do anything in IT as well. So people go into software development and things like that. A lot of options, a lot of things to do with a maths degree. The world is your oyster.
I think maths is one of the best university courses that has the most outings, because anything uses maths really, so it's great.
Yeah, the world is full of maths.
What kind of maths can I study about at York?
Oh, wow, there is a lot of choice. So There are three basic streams that we have. So there's applied mathematics, pure mathematics, and statistics. So you will have an opportunity to choose between those. And within those streams, you have also a choice of various courses that are more specialized, and then you make the decision what part of mathematics you're most interested in. But yeah, there is a broad range of subjects. In applied mathematics, you could do mathematical modeling, mathematical biology, mathematical physics. In pure mathematics, again, very broad scope, algebra, geometry, analysis, whatever you want. And in stats, various kinds of statistical analysis, but also maths finance. So there is a lot of courses in mathematical finance that you can take, both, modeling the markets and analyzing things using statistical methods.
If someone wanted to defer their place, what would they do?
Well, that depends on the circumstances. So please get in touch. If you are thinking about it, then just contact our team and we will see what we can do.
I have been out of education. How do I apply?
So you can apply normally through UCAS. We do admit mature students. We have always quite a number of them around. And then you have to tell us about your qualifications. And typically, we get to chat and we decide if your qualifications fit.
How much contact time does a math student have?
Wow. It's hard to measure this in hours. So, well, there are standard hours of contact time that you get through lectures, seminars, tutorials. So there is, a number of timetabled contact hours that you get. Also, lecturers often offer office hours. So on top of, the usual time you spend with people in the classroom, you also get a chance to talk to the lecturer in their office hours one-to-one. Yeah, so these would be the basic ways of contacting your lecturer. There is a lot of things that you have to do on your own. So this is a big difference between the university and A-levels, that you have to allocate some study time when you just go through exercises, go through lecture material and study on your own. And then you can bring those questions either to the office hours or to the seminars, or just ask somebody after the lecture. They're usually very happy to help.
I always put little post-it notes on my notes when I take notes, and then I put need to go to the office hour to make sure that I cover everything.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yes, I've seen people doing that. Yes.
What is a supervisor?
So there is this concept of a personal supervisor for each student. So when you start a degree with us, then you get allocated a supervisor with whom you meet at the end of the term and sometimes also at the beginning of the term, depending on the circumstances. And this is the person who essentially guides you through the degree. For example, they give you advice on module choices. They give you advice on your career development. They can help you write your CV, write job applications. So they are there to give some advice at that stage. Also, they are there to provide pastoral support. So if you have any struggles, any problems you encounter during your time at the university, you can always talk to them. They will try to help or put you in touch with people that can do something about it. So this is the first point of contact for you, and also a mentor who can help you to make that journey as smooth as possible.
How has teaching and exams been affected by COVID and lockdown?
One thing that is different right now, when we are still in the COVID restrictions situation, our lectures are asynchronous. So they are recorded and then put online, and the students can watch these lectures in their own time. So they don't happen in classroom, they don't happen live, they are just pre-recorded. Whereas seminars are online and they happen live. So you can just go in virtually, talk to the lecturer, get feedback on your assignments and so on. So there's a part of teaching that happens synchronously so that you're there live with the lecturer, but also there is a part that is just pre-recorded so you can watch it in your own time. Hopefully, the next stage is to go to the hybrid mode. So some seminars, some small group teaching will be happening face-to-face whenever possible. We are very
hopefully, fingers crossed.
I really want to go back to.
I know it's so different when you're in there, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so next question: what books would you advise a maths applicant reads before applying?
Well, one thing would be good to just revise your notes from A-level maths and see, what you have learned, and maybe focus on algebra and calculus, because these are
Yeah.
two big subjects in the first year. So whatever you can revise in these two is going to be very helpful.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you. See you.
Bye.
Bye.